What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the FOV podcast, which is the Fiending Over Video Game podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Caldwell. As always, you can find me on YouTube and on Kick at PRECURSORJAKE. I'm joined by Alonzo, as always. You can find him on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok at ZoGamingKYT. Today we're going to be talking about a few things that happened over the last couple of weeks in the gaming industry, starting with the Xbox announcement about other games coming to, or games coming to other platforms. Then we're going to talk about Helldivers 2 and a couple of updates to some of our favorite online games that we've been playing lately. I'm sorry about the delay in the podcast. Last week I actually had bronchitis, so I was recovering from that, so unfortunately we weren't able to make a podcast, but we're here now today and we're here to bring you some news. So the first things first, Alonzo, the Xbox podcast came out. I believe it was about
15.
It was the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was on the 15th. Before the podcast happened, there was a lot of stirring online, a lot of rumors and stuff of all these different games that were coming to other platforms that were Xbox exclusive before. But they kind of cleared the air with this podcast, basically saying that they do have 4 games coming to other platforms that were previously Xbox exclusive games. They said 2 of those games were coming to other platforms because they were live service games and they wanted to give them some type of longevity for their services, so that the people who create those games can, be successful in the long term. And then they said 2 smaller exclusive games will be coming as well. Now there has been rumors of these 4 games because they didn't announce them in the podcast, which I don't know why they would, or which I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't just come out and say it, but a lot of rumors going around saying that the games are going to be Grounded, which is an online game for Xbox exclusive. Sea of Thieves, Xbox exclusive. And those are going to be the 2 live service games that people are rumored that's going to be coming to other platforms. And then the 2 smaller games was going to be this game called Pentiment that I never played, that was supposedly Xbox exclusive, and then also the popular Hi-Fi Rush that came to Xbox. People are saying that one is the 4th one. Within this little podcast that they had, they did kind of give us a new update to the Activision and Blizzard acquisition that they had. They're saying that in the near future, they'll be talking about some of the games from that company that's going to be coming to Game Pass and all that. But they did pluck out one game that they announced was Diablo 4 is actually coming to Game Pass in the next, I think, couple of months, maybe. Or maybe it was
in March.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you bought that game, so how do you feel about it coming to Game Pass?
As I always say, I need a refund. But that's my only thing about games that people buy. Like, if you're gonna buy a game and then you can make it come to Game Pass, I feel like at this point now there should be some compensation for this. Because if I buy the game for $70 and you make it come to Game Pass, I mean I wasted $70.
Yeah.
At least give me half my money back, or give me another game that's worth that amount to trade in for it or something. Like, I could easily take that $70 and go buy Tekken that just came out, or Mortal Kombat, something else. Like, I feel like that's just whack. I mean, I'm glad that they're bringing games to Game Pass, but then at the same time, it's a wasteful of money. Like, at this point, I might as well go ahead and just go to my Xbox thing soon Diablo come out and just request for a refund. Because why would I go pay for it
I
if
think
it's
you
on Game
should.
Pass?
Yeah, I think
I'm
you
gonna try
should
to. Don't think I
yeah.
won't. I am definitely gonna try to for sure.
Did you well, you're a digital buyer, so you probably bought it digitally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can definitely do that. I'm sure if you ask them, they'll probably be able to do that for you. Just ask them to refund it. But I don't know. I think there's like some rule on you have to play it for like if you play it for too long or if you have it for too long, you can't return it or something like that. But I don't know. You can always try. See
I
what they
mean, hey,
say.
worst thing you tell me is no. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
But how do you feel about these four games coming to other platforms?
I thought they would say at least a couple games that they were gonna say because I mean there was a whole bunch of things, you know. Xbox is, you know, giving everybody had so much like not trash talk, but like stuff to say. Like it was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're giving all the exclusives to PlayStation and blah blah blah. And I'm like, and I'm, you know, everybody talking about, so I'm, you know, I'm low key starting to believe it. Like, bro, it can't.
Right.
And in my mind, I'm like, bro, ain't no way they gonna give every exclusive away. Like, no way I'm gonna see Halo on PlayStation, bro. Like, come on, ain't no way they gonna do that.
I
So I,
deep down, I kind of feel like that's still gonna happen though. Like later on.
I don't know, man. They can't if they're gonna move in that direction. I give a couple games, you know, to PlayStation, but don't give like the super exclusive ones like Halo or what's a couple other ones that's like really like special on
Gears of
Xbox.
War.
Can't think. Yeah, Gears of War or it's Forza is one too, right?
Yeah,
Forza.
Forza. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like keep the exclusive exclusive. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about it. Because at the end of the day. Uh, that's just how each console is going to survive. But like at the same time, um, you know, everybody's on the Xbox Game Pass, you know, like thing right now with Power World and all the other games that's on Game
Yeah.
Pass and PC. So it's like I'm pretty sure they're liking that their Game Pass is getting like a lot of subscribers. I think the lady said on the podcast was like 34 million. I don't even think Xbox has nowhere near that many consoles sold. So it's like
Yeah.
I hope they're not going in that. And then based on the podcast, it looks like they're going in that direction. But I hope they don't go in the direction where they're like, we're just going to focus on the Game Pass and not worry about actual consoles. Because it's like that'd be stupid. Because I like the Xbox at this point. At that point, if everything goes to PlayStation and then they don't have a console anymore, I'm gonna just buy me a PlayStation and then have an Xbox controller. Like it's just a whole like new era thing. Like it just be dumb to do that. Like that's what makes the gaming industry better because you have two different consoles and
Mm-hmm.
everybody has that
Competition. Yeah.
competition. Yeah, if there's no competition, then then PlayStation's just gonna be like Monopoly and just take over everything. Like that'd be stupid.
Well, like you said, they don't even have that many consoles sold. So,
Mm.
obviously they're having success with Game Pass and other revenues, whether it be PC or you know what else? I think they have it on like Samsung TVs and
Mm.
they have it on a few other. They have it in a few other places other than just the Xbox console itself. Um, which I don't know. They feel like that. From what I get from this is they feel like the only way that they can be successful in the long term is by being able to bring their games to other platforms. Obviously, so I mean, just from the outside looking in, what I get from that is that the rest of their business ventures are failing, so they're just trying to make up some money anywhere they can get it at this point.
Yeah.
Um, that's just what it looks like. But they were when they were talking about it in the podcast. He was kind of saying like they were saying like they want Xbox since they bought all these bigger companies and everything. They're kind of turning into like one big publisher, and they kind of want the games that they make to be big. They don't really care about their consoles being big. They just want their games to be big because if the games are big, then they'll be successful. Like take for instance Fortnite. They said, for example, like that game is huge. It's bigger than any like console or you know platform out there. So they're I guess what they're trying to say is that their focus is more on making big, huge, successful games rather than making big, huge, successful consoles. Um, with that being said, though, they also did hint at and kind of reveal that there was going to be another piece of hardware they're going to be pushing out here soon.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um,
that one girl said she said a technical leap. of some sort. So I'm like, okay, so does that mean y'all gonna like make another console? Which that kind of sounded like in the direction she was going, but it wasn't like nothing solidified. But you can kind of tell that's what she meant by it.
Yeah, so excuse me. So they pretty much said that this new console that they're planning on coming out with is going to be a, like you said, a huge leap technically. So it's going to, they're aiming to be the most powerful console on the market, which could, you know, make them, you know, bump up in sales and get them a bump up in console sales and Game Pass subscriptions and all that. So hopefully that'll be good for them. Um, if this hardware piece of hardware has anything to do with the piece of hardware that was leaked in their court documents when they were in court for buying Activision Blizzard, uh, then this console has already been kind of talked about. It's supposed in the court documents it says going to be digital only. Um,
Hmm.
so we might see a new digital only console from them that's just super powerful. So
I mean, I can see that because there's already been other companies that's been doing that. Best Buy just released that they're not gonna have any physical copies in their stores either, so they're going straight digital as well. So I could see that if that is possible.
yeah, a
Which
few stores are starting to do that. Yeah.
at this point, GameStop will be obsolete in probably the next 10 years.
Yeah. Till they're gonna be just selling you digital card
Digital
downloads.
games, yeah. Like I mean, I do all digital because I just don't like collecting dust on stuff like that. So I mean, it's nothing new to me. I prefer digital because I mean, if I buy it, I buy it. If I want to download it again, I can just play it again. I don't like the whole trade and go back and get half my money and try to buy something else cheaper. Like if I'm gonna buy the game, I'm gonna just buy the game and play it whenever I want to play it.
Yeah, I'm more of a collector, so I just
Yeah, I mean, it has
I
value
like
to it. Certain stuff
I
like
like
that.
holding the physical disc. I like knowing that I own it. That anytime I could just put the disc in and play it, rather than like if something happened to my PlayStation or something, like I just lost all them games or something. You know,
Yeah, true.
I like physically holding that disc and like no, like I like setting it on my shelf. Like for instance, if I beat something, I like putting it on my shelf and walking past it. Like yeah, I remember that game. Yeah, I beat that. You know,
Yeah.
so
I remember that. I do remember those days though, having the hard copies like that. Because I mean, certain games you do have to collect like back, like the like if it's like for example, like Spider Man. Those are games you would collect because each one has its own like um you know value to it. Like that's a whole collection itself. Or like God of War, like that's another
hmm
collection you would have. Like those make sense to have collections. But games that I play, I don't really play games like that a whole lot. So
yeah,
I'm like, I ain't got nothing to collect besides VC on 2K, so I don't know what
right.
else to do. But yeah,
Yours
I
is
get what
more
you're
like
saying.
you're more. I think it's easier for you to be digital because your gaming style is more like
Competitive against
live
the people.
service.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
like them live service games, so and those typically those don't have physicals, but when they
Hmm.
do, it's just kind of like what's the point if it's live
Hmm.
service, you know? But
Yeah.
for me, like I buy like single player games, I'll play through a single player game, so those ones I prefer to have physical of.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, big things happening for Xbox. I don't know how some people will take it one way and other people will take it another. Um, they did confirm that these four games, including these four games, does not include Starfield or Indiana Jones,
Hmm.
um, which a lot of people were speculating that it would be, but it is not. But they did not say it wouldn't be in the future. They didn't say that. So I do feel like there's going to be more Xbox games coming to other platforms because I feel like obviously they're moving in that direction. This is where their mental state is, and if these other games do well on these other platforms and make them more money, I don't see why they wouldn't. So I'm uh, I'm hopeful that we'll get to see like Halo Infinite on PlayStation 5 or something. That would be something.
I hope I don't live the day that I see that. Because at that point, I might as well just buy a PlayStation and play God of War, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? Like, I reason I don't, because I don't play God of War because I don't have a PlayStation. If it goes, if I see Halo Infinite go to PlayStation, I'm buying me a PlayStation the next month, bro. Like, there's just no point. Now, that'd be so stupid to bring because Halo has literally been a part of Xbox for so long. To make it go to a PlayStation would just be like no
Slap in the
disrespect,
face.
but like yeah, like bro, why? Like
Yeah.
why would you allow that? Because y'all money hungry and y'all buying all these companies and now y'all trying to make up for it by going to other platforms. No, how
Hmm.
about you just stop buying money on companies you can't afford? How about that?
Try and get their money back for all that money they
Yeah,
poured
you digging into a pool you can't swim in. Like, come
in.
on. Bro.
Yeah, that was a huge purchase, and they're trying to
Like
recoup.
iDivision was a huge deal. Like y'all made y'all of course y'all we glad y'all won it, but it's like, okay, now you trying to make us pay for it.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, in a way, I feel like the industry is kind of moving towards that direction, anyways, because there's rarely a game that's really platform exclusive these days, unless because if you look at it, like even PlayStation has games. They might not become an Xbox, but they still have multi-platform games that are big PlayStation titles like God of War and like Horizon Zero Dawn and stuff like that are all on PC. So if you're a PC gamer, like you can play those games. You don't need a PlayStation 5. So the gaming industry is kind of headed towards that type of direction, anyways. So
Hmm.
obviously, I know there's power in having those exclusive games on your platforms because it drives sales to those platforms. But I feel like there's always going to be Xbox might be a bigger leader in this industry, but as far as like bringing games to other platforms, but I feel like there's always going to be some type of game that's going to be coming, to multiple platforms. But
Yeah.
I believe Sony will probably most likely, have a couple of things up their sleeves to where they won't, like a couple games up their sleeves to where they won't bring it to other platforms, because
Yeah.
they make too much money to do stuff like that, So and in Nintendo, you won't ever see a Nintendo game on
Oh,
any of their
oh
platforms.
yeah, fact. You'll never ever.
They don't need to though, but that's another story.
Yeah.
They're off in their own world doing their own thing.
They got millions of users. They don't need nothing else.
Yeah,
They'll be all right.
they're looking good. But speaking of games coming to multiple platforms, we did have big game came out. I believe it was last week. Some point this last week. Yeah, some point this last week. I don't remember the exact release date, but we had Helldivers 2 that came out, and this game has been doing very, very well. Um, Apparently, it's over 360,000 players on Steam at once in
Hmm.
the game right now. Like over 360 players are playing the game at this very moment, which is breaking records because it beat Starfield's highest concurrent player number, and it also beat Grand Theft Auto Online as well. So yeah, it's doing very well. It's on PlayStation 5 and PC. I I'm very interested in it. I'm probably gonna pick it up here within the week or so. Um, Alonzo, you should get it as well so we can play together because apparently it's a great game. It got great reviews, all high scores. But yeah,
I'll definitely have to check it out. Where do you see the users at again? I'm trying to see if I can see it now.
I believe it is on the. It's like Steam. So I don't know if you can find it on the actual like Steam app,
Hmm.
but if you just probably if you just Google search it, you probably find it
Okay.
pretty quickly. But yeah, it's been doing very very well. A lot of good reviews. It's basically like a game where it's an online game where you just drop down on a planet, random planet with buddies and kill bugs and robots. Of course, it's much more in depth than that, but that's the kind of gist of it.
Hmm.
It released February 8th, so this was the end 2 weeks ago, so on a Thursday. So it released February 8th. And not only is this game like really fun and getting great reviews, but in some of the views that I saw and read and watched and all that, they're talking about how the microtransactions are really low for live service games. So like for instance, they sell like different armors for your character and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
the armor sets are like 150 in-game currency, and like that costs like $2 to $3 of actual real money.
Okay.
So it's not that expensive. Their microtransactions aren't expensive, and their battle pass. A lot of people have been saying good things about their battle pass. How the battle pass, uh, the free the free tiers of the battle pass actually unlock a lot of good stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
then the paid one isn't that expensive, but it just unlocks some even better stuff. But if you just do the free one, you're like not getting skimped at all. It's like really good unlocks.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, it
Um,
says here. It says here right now. I found it. It's 366,000 628 viewers players online right now as we speak. Dang, that's crazy. Impressive.
it also won an PC Gamer Most Wanted award. Um, number 5 most wanted game by PC Gamer apparently. So yeah, this game is doing great. Um, definitely want to hop in and check it out because how popular it is. It looks really fun from the outside looking in though, and it has like a really, it has like a really comedic tone to it, like because you're like it's like over the top, like uh, what do you call it? I don't know. They're just like, oh, we're doing this for democracy and like, hold on, there you go, turn that off. But yeah, it's just funny. Like the humor in it is hilarious. Like if you watch the trailer, you'll understand. They have like a little funny like CGI trailer. Like if you go to Steam and go to the first video on Steam for the Helldivers 2 page, that first
Mm-hmm.
video just like gives you the whole vibe of the game. It's pretty funny trailer. But yeah, looks good. It says the galaxy's last line of offense. Enlist in the Helldivers and join the fight for freedom across a hostile galaxy in a fast, frantic, and ferocious third-person shooter. Yeah, and people were saying like the third-person shooting in the game is really good too. Feels really feels really nice. So we definitely need to hop in there and play together.
Yeah,
And it's
I'll try
only
that.
it's only $40. So I mean that's you're not breaking the bank.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money, man. I don't know, man.
Hey, would you rather buy a $40 game that's really good, or would you rather buy a $70 game that's coming to Game Pass?
You right. You right. You right.
Got him. All right. Well, so the next thing we'll talk about, I think this is kind of your expertise. We can talk about the whichever season just came out for whichever game you want to.
Um. So I'll dig into Call of Duty first because Call of Duty been cool, but so Call of Duty new season just dropped, and the season pass is fire. I'm not gonna lie, everything else is cool. I do like the game, the new guns they brought in. I think it's called the HRM9, something like that. It's a pretty good gun. I'm not gonna lie, good SMG. They nerfed a few guns in there as well. Um, the number one thing that I'm hearing is they brought so not nah, I'm not that I'm hearing, but I actually played as well. It's like the that new map they brought for rank. What is that map called? Something Founder. Something. What's it new? What is it? Let me find it real quick because that map is completely garbage, bro. Like it is so terrible for
Is it
rank,
like a
bro.
multiplayer map or
No, it's a small map. Um, for
what mode?
it's for Warzone. So
Oh, really?
Warzone map like ain't been in for rank. What's this map called? It's called something Founders Keep or something like that. I can't think of. I can't think of what that map is called, man. Let me see. So it's a new map that just came out, and like that map, literally is just like you could barely like the sunlight is it's so blinding you can't even like barely see people. So it's just like it's not even like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just that map for that many people being on that map is you could die really really fast. And I'm talking about rank. I'm talking about like resurgence rank where you can keep coming back up for as long as your team stay alive. So like it's just that map is just so terrible, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That map is completely terrible. Like I don't know. I just don't like it. And I've heard a lot of people say I don't like it either. They don't like it either. So I think it's called Founders Keep. Founders Keep.
So is it just the size of the map?
Fortune. That's what it's called. Fortune's Keep. It's a map that was back in the day that they brought back, and apparently a lot of people asked for it. But it's like I've heard all nothing but bad things about the map. The map is terrible. Like it's just white. Now I do like their rank system. The rank system is very extensive. Within like the first couple of days, there was like top 250s already. So it goes like I believe it goes like bronze, silver, gold, platinum. I think it's crimson, iridescent, and then top 250 after that. And there were like people like within the first like probably the first 24 hours that were already top 250. And like man, I will say one thing, bro. They got some setups in there, and I ain't gonna lie, it's definitely some cheaters in that mode, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because this like there was this one dude that literally we were playing against, and he was hitting everything with the headshot with iron sights, bro. Iron sights. I'm like, bro, stop. There ain't no way. Like, I give credit where credit due, but this dude was snapping and aiming. Like, bro, ain't no way you hit me headshots every trip like that, bro.
Well,
and I'm not like a
Call of Duty is famous for people cheating.
yeah, but what we saw though is this there was a dude we played against, and we my friend reported him because we could tell he was cheating or whatever. He got banned. We was watching him, and he just got removed from the game completely, like right then and there. We was like, "Ooh, we like that." It was like, "Oh yeah, what's his name? Yeah, get him out of there!" Like we was all hype, or whatever. But it was just like crazy. But I mean, overall, I was saying besides the map, the new gun that came with the SMG is good. Everything else seems pretty cool for the new season, the skins and everything. As far as the battle pass, seems cool. It's just that rank map is just not it, bro. It's not it at all.
So is it just the map that they came out with for the new season?
It was a new map. They got they brought out what was the skin they brought out? The dude from
new skin.
A new skin, yeah. What's that dude's name from what you call it?
The Boys?
No, not the
Oh,
boys, not the boys. Yeah, they did it. I mean, it's still on there, but it's not like what they did. What is that dude's called? What is that dude's name, man? Oh, I can't think of his name, bro.
What is he from?
I can't think of the show either, bro.
Oh my god.
He has a bat. I know he has a bat in a show.
Bruh, you gonna make me look this up.
I can't think of what it's called, bro. I wish I had Call of Duty up right now, bro. I would pull it up. I can't think of that dude's name, bro. But they brought him out either way, and like it's a dude that everybody likes, so it's pretty fire. What is that dude's name?
Is it you said he has a bat?
Yeah, so it's a white guy, but in the TV, I think it's a TV series. He has a bat though. Let me see. What is this dude's name, bro?
The only famous dude I know from a show that has a bat is Walking Dead.
Yeah, he's from Walking Dead. He's from Walking Dead.
Is it Negan?
I believe it's Negan. Yeah, I believe it's Negan.
Nah, you're lying. They did not.
I think so. Is his name Negan? It might not be Negan.
From Walking Dead.
I might be lying. I can't think of his name.
I think it is, dude. How did I miss this? They really brought him to the Walking Dead, or to It says Negan boss fight in Call of Duty Zombies. Is
Let me
he in
see.
Zombies?
No, it's a skin you can
No.
have. That's a skin you might be able to have. I think not in zombies. No, no, not in zombies. No, it's not in zombies. No, 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 no. That's not it. Bruh, what is this dude's name? Is it Negan? I don't think it's Negan. Mm-mm.
Anyways,
But yeah, he pretty much they brought some new skins to the battle pass. It's pretty neat.
that's gonna bug
Um,
me though. But yeah, so they got new skin, a new map. Is that it?
that's pretty much about it. I mean, for Call of Duty, I mean that's a new gun, new skins. They nerfed and tweaked some guns like that. So other than that, I mean that's pretty much for Call of Duty. Um, and then next would be Apex with the new season. I know I kind of explained what they were changing in the game, and honestly, after playing it with the new patch, everything being patched, not patched, but like updated and changed, I'm I think it kind of brought more life back to Apex. Honestly, with like now there's some of them that I think is just a tad bit OP because I'm just like, bro, this is ridiculous. But it's you don't always run into that same perk every time. You know what I mean? So like, I think it brings balance to the game with them again having no shields. You have to earn it, but you also are able to do stuff around the map, not only shooting people to get your armor up. So like you can collect cash, you can like open up bins, scan beacon, things like that to get your armor up as well. Now you probably won't get red armor from doing stuff like that, but I think it does bring more life to Apex and balancing the game out, honestly. So after they change everything, they put different guns on the ground. There's no like it doesn't seem like super overpowered, depending on who you're playing against. But I think with them bringing those perks to the game and changing everything, definitely brought more eyes back to the game as
Yeah.
well as balancing it out with the abilities. Because each level of the shield gives you a perk to pick, and you can stack it on top of each other. So it's like if you're mad that you don't have something, it's your own fault because you didn't pick it.
So
So
you've been playing it lately. You've been having a lot of fun with it.
yeah, we was playing. I played rank yesterday. We went from like what rookie 4 to like gold 4. So yeah, almost gold 4. So yeah, and then rank, like I said, rank got put back to RP, so that's lit as well. I'm definitely feeling the rank system is definitely, I wouldn't say it's like fixed, but it's back to like kind of normal what we expected because LP was completely trash. I did not like LP at all. So it's more I'll probably play it more as well, but I'm more going towards playing probably more playing Call of Duty and Fortnite, but I'll always like Apex no matter what, so I'll still play it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like how I feel about Fortnite. Like I always go back to that game. That'll be my like like I usually play that game when I'm just wanting to like chill, just turn my
Hmm.
brain off for a little bit. Like I go to Fortnite, and they recently had an update as well. But before we talk about that, they also had a announcement that they're partnering with Disney on some new games, maybe maps, kind of like what Fortnite did with the Lego and stuff like that, where it's like its own game inside of Fortnite. Um, so we could potentially see some Disney brands coming to Fortnite. You know, if you don't know, Disney owns Star Wars and Marvel, and then all the animated stuff that they do, all the Disney movies and stuff like that. Avatar. So all that stuff, all those different brands coming to Fortnite in some type of way. It looks promising that it'll probably be like some type of game within Fortnite, but definitely exciting news. One of my favorite Fortnite seasons was the season where they did the whole battle pass was like nothing but Marvel characters, which was that was such a great season because you, and then you had like the um, what was it? The Thanos ability where you
Oh yeah,
could
that was lit. Yeah, that was pretty
yeah,
sweet.
So that was a good time in Fortnite history. So hopefully they can bring something like that back to the game with this partnership. But I'm definitely
the,
excited for it.
the fact that they even partner with Disney just lets you know how much money Fortnite is making and how much more money they're going to be making in the future. Because everybody loves Disney. The little kid, they're so smart, bro. Because every little kid loves Disney and love the characters. So like, V Bucks are gonna go through the roof, bro. Like everybody be spending bread to get them skins, man. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, and just think of all the new skins that they can bring now that they're partnering with Disney, and
Just having Mickey and Minnie and all those skins together, like they're about to make bank, man. I'm telling you.
I wonder. This also like makes me wonder like what type of other cosmetics and microtransactions they're going to bring to the game, which can be scary in a way as well because with the Lego and not only did they bring Lego, but they brought like a musical game. It was called like Main Stage
Oh yeah.
where you could like um, put button combinations in. You don't like that one,
You're boring,
along with the
bro. Like
music.
I'm not here to perform. I'm trying to shoot something, bro. It was cool for like people that like music like that, but it's just like I'm like, yeah, I can't afford night
Yeah.
to shoot. You know what I
Well,
mean?
they
But it was cool.
every day they're like updating the game with new songs and stuff, new popular songs that you can play and buy. And
Yeah.
then they also had the racing game that they came out with.
Oh yeah, Rocket League. Yeah.
Yeah, so that the Rocket League racing game. Um, and like I said, with that came different microtransactions. So now in the item shop, not only can you buy skins for Fortnite, but you can buy car skins and like they pick that apart. So you can buy like different wheels and boost animations, and you can buy for the music is the Guitar Hero musical game. You can buy like different looking instruments for your character to use. Like with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle update that they had like um, different instruments that were themed after the Ninja Turtles that you could buy and your character would use in that mode. So they brought all types of different um, things you can buy to their item shop with these new games that came out. So my kind of worry with that is that when Disney comes and brings their games to the platform, they may have some type of um, new mics things that they can monetize and get money out of people with. So I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
have to wait and see.
They're definitely gonna monetize that. If they can monetize Rocket League, they can monetize Disney. It ain't no doubt about it for sure.
Yeah, because that's Rocket League, and so they're definitely going to be able to monetize with Disney's name on the screen. So,
Yeah.
but we'll just have to see how that turns out. I'm just hoping and praying that it turns out better than what I picture it's going to be. But with that being said, they did come out with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles update that's come to the game. They have like a little mini battle pass that you can complete, um, and basically you do challenges or they call them quests in the game, and you get like they call it ooze to level up the battle pass, and then at the end of the battle pass, you get like a glider for the free section of the battle pass, and then if you buy the actual mini battle pass, you get Shredder at the end,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. I already completed it, so I already got Shredder.
Imagine that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But not only did they come out with the mini battle pass and the quests that you can do, but they also came out with new mythical weapons for the map. So randomly on the map, you'll have like crates dropping out of the sky, and these different crates have different Ninja Turtle weapons in them, and these are like
Oh
overpowered.
yeah, different like you can have like the different weapons that each one have. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
seeing that.
so you can have the staff or the nunchucks or whatever. And these not only are these like really good traversal items, but because they make you like go far when you use them, but they're also like super strong. So if you just spam it, you can kill somebody pretty quickly. Um,
Yeah.
so they brought those mythics to the game. Um, it's been pretty fun. I'm kind of like tired of this season by now. Like Fortnite, their seasons go on for a little while. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm kind of tired of this season. I'm ready for the new one. But yeah, that's all the Fortnite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles update there was really to
Oh
mention.
yeah. Oh yeah. To give it, I forgot to mention this, but to give a touch up too for Apex, I believe if you, I don't know if you probably haven't even looked at Apex, but Apex now with their fifth battle with their new the fifth anniversary that they're celebrating now with the
Mhm.
event they have going on, um, their store looks like the way Fortnite has their store, how it's like pages of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it looked like that. I'm like,
So they're trying to
they
copy
they
it?
they try to get on the. Hey, I'm not mad at it because guess what? That means Apex is gonna get more content coming in. So I'm not mad at it. But it looked like it's like a whole it's like pages of like content, bro. It's crazy.
I mean, if you can't beat them.
Hey, a lot of other games has copied Apex. Apex is doing the same thing. I ain't mad at it, but it's just funny to see because it was like pages on pages of like different stuff. I'm like, no, now you're moving in the right direction. Give us something we could use, man.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean that's cool and everything, but one of the things I don't like about the Fortnite um, HUD, like in like the main screen or whatever, is the locker system. They changed the locker system. It's trash now, so hopefully they'll change that. But
Yeah, it is kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of weird.
and like when you get like notifications in your locker, like if you clear them out, they'll still show up next time you go to your locker. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's definitely a little woozy.
But yeah, that's the new seasonal updates for all the live service games that we play ourselves. Um, so we talked a little bit about Xbox and their new update to their business model, and about some of their exclusive games that are coming to other platforms. Diablo 4 is coming to Game Pass next month. We talked about the success of a online service game, Helldivers 2. Then we talked about some online service games some more with the updates to the games that we play. Um, Now let's talk about an online service game that came out and did horrible. And I kind of like saw this coming, but because I was part of like I don't forget what it's called, like the beta or the alpha or something.
Mm.
But anyways, I played a little bit of it before it released, and I was like, yeah, this game is trash. Like it's not gonna be successful when it comes out. Like I already knew. Like I literally turned it on. I think I leveled up to like level 5 or something, like just to like test all the systems out. And after
Hmm.
that, I was like, I think I've pretty much seen all I need to, and I just turned it off and uninstalled it. I was invited to a couple more tests before the game released, and I didn't even bother to reinstall it to try those out because I was just over it. But this game, of course, is Skull and Bones. Um, I don't remember when. So Skull and Bones came out, and people were just shitting all over it. Um, and like so basically, if we look at how this game was released and made, it took 15 years to make this game, dude. 15 years. Okay? And they originally got the idea to make it because of how successful Assassin's Creed Black Flag was. And this game just released um, on Friday. It just released on Friday. Um, and I'll tell you right now, it is at a 64 Metacritic score. And for the user score on Metacritic, it's sitting at a 3. Okay? Um, and one of the big things that people were like kind of clowning on this game about is I don't know exactly what his role is within the company, but there was like some big like CEO or something. I don't know what it. He was like a big dude in the company, but he basically said that this game was a triple. No. He said this game was a quadruple A game. A quadruple A. Like, I whatever that dude. He was probably. I don't know what he was on, but that's just crazy. Like people were actually comparing. So they were like, okay, fine. You wanted to make this game based upon the success of Black Flag. You wanted to make it like that game. So they compared the animations from Black Flag to Skull and Bones, and Black Flag had better animations than Skull and Bones had. The facial animations, the graphics, and like even the water itself looks way better than Skull and Bones does. And this game looks like uh, it looks like an Xbox 360 game. Like that's how crappy it looks. And there's no like you are able to get off your boat and walk around, but there's no combat like on foot combat. It's all like you're basically a boat. Like that's how the game is. Like you're playing as a boat.
Mm.
And there's probably people out there who this is for. Like this is made for me. I like games like this. Like
Hmm.
cuz there's what's that tank game that's out? World of Tanks.
Yeah.
That game is very successful. People love that game. So there's probably going to be people that like this game, but the thing is the mechanics for um like the boat gameplay itself, the mechanics, like shooting other boats and stuff like that is trash. Like so many people who have reviewed it have pointed out that, you know, it just doesn't feel good. And I don't know, man. This game is obviously you can tell by the scores. User score is 3. Like obviously you can tell that people are just not enjoying this game.
Hmm.
And I foreseen it, and I knew it was going to do bad. 15 years of development. I'm sure it was a rocky development with things being canceled, and I didn't know this game would ever release, but now it's out and it's done horribly. So I don't know. Maybe they'll shut the servers down at some point. That's how all these live service games usually go.
Yeah,
We'll have to
hopefully.
see. They'll be shutting the servers down and closing the studio, just like all the other ones, all the other live service failures. But, and the crazy thing is, this is a full price game. Like it would be one thing if it was a free to play game, but it's not. Like you have to pay $60 up front, and then they have like different editions too, where you can pay more money. Like no one's gonna pay $67 up front on a game that's getting review bombed this horribly.
Yeah, nobody's gonna do that.
I I've never understood, like, I don't know, if your game is, in shambles, like the people who make these games, they see the state that these games are in before they release them, and they just do it anyways. I don't
They
understand
they taking a risk and it ain't turning out what they thought it was gonna turn out to be.
that. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this news story is because I actually like Ubisoft. Like I like them as a developer. They're most
Hmm.
of their games I buy and play, and I love them. Like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry. Um, what is the other one? What's the other big one that they make that I like? I don't know. But anyways, I like their games, and so seeing them come out with a game that's just straight trash, it sucks. But one thing I am interested in, Ubisoft coming out with. Apparently, it's coming out this year at some point. It was supposed to. They're supposed to come out with it in the spring of this year, but they may have to push it back. Um, is the new Star Wars Outlaws game? I can't wait for that game, bro. It looks so good. Cannot
Mm.
wait for it.
To Star Wars Outlaw, you said?
Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws. It looks so good. It's an open world Star Wars game, and it looks fucking amazing. Like, can't wait for that shit. But that's the Skull and Bones news for the week. Um, we also, this past week or so, we had the Super Bowl come and go, and we had a lot of trailers that came out with the Super Bowl. One of them was the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot about it online, like some like leak screenshots of them on set and stuff. So I've kind of known what to expect visually from what it would look like. But I really like the Deadpool movies, and this game
Mm-hmm.
or this movie looks like it's gonna be really good. They're kind of incorporating like they're actually putting this movie in the like Marvel timeline now because
Mm-hmm.
in the trailer there's TVAs in it, and that's like part of the Loki show on Disney Plus, and so it looks pretty interesting. That opens up a lot of doors with like the mutants finally coming to Marvel and them showing all that, and X-Men coming to Marvel, other Marvel stuff, and I'm pretty excited about it. They didn't show Wolverine off in the trailer, which kind of sucked, but they did have like a little silhouette of him, which was cool. Kind of tease him off, but it
Mm-hmm.
looks hilarious. Ryan Reynolds is hilarious, and
Yeah, all the Deadpools I've watched have been great movies. So I know this is going to be good too. Especially if they like they're mixing it in like the timeline of the TVA. It's gonna be a good movie for sure.
yeah, I wonder how it's gonna work, but I don't know. It looks from the trailer, it looks hilarious. It looks funny.
Yeah, I wonder like what part of like the TVA like where this happened at. You know what I mean? Because I mean, of course, it had to be before like Loki did his thing, but like I want to see like how they're what part in the timeline did this happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was kind of when I was watching the trailer, I was kind of like peeping some stuff about it because like in the beginning, he's like celebrating something. I forget what it
Yeah, his birthday, I
was.
believe.
Was it his birthday?
I believe so.
But
Yeah,
anyways,
birthday.
his birthday.
Yeah.
So his girlfriend was there. But if you watch the other movies, she died.
Yeah, that threw me off. I was like, why is she there?
Yeah. So what I'm thinking
So,
is, since the TVA showed up, I'm thinking this might be an alternate timeline with a different Deadpool. Just off rip, like
you
I don't
might
know.
be right because if she's dead, this, hmm, you might be right because if she's alive in this one, it definitely got to be a different timeline then.
Yeah. Since the TVA showed up, it might be like
Hmm.
might just be a different Deadpool from a different timeline, but I don't know.
Mm,
Definitely interesting.
definitely, yeah. That's something to think about.
Well, if you don't have anything else to talk
I
about,
don't like that it's coming out in July. Like it's so far away, bruh.
mhm.
That's one thing I don't like July. You know, bring out February, bro. That's like what, like 5 months away, bro. I'm gonna forget all about it. But it'll be a good movie either way. So we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the Xbox situation?
You know what I mean?
Like, do you have any final thoughts about anything?
Just don't give our exclusives away, bro. Please don't. Don't do us dirty like that. Don't make me think buying an Xbox was pointless. That's all I'm asking, bro. Because then I'm gonna go PlayStation. Like it's gonna be that simple. Like don't like I understand y'all wanna focus on bringing other games to other like platforms, but just don't give the super exclusives away like Halo and Forza and all the other like super exclusives. Just don't give them away, bro. Like give a little bit, but don't give a whole lot because y'all Xbox is still a big company. You don't have to. You can find other ways to like make up the money that you invested in. So
They need to recoup. They need to recoup.
do some. Just come up with a new console. I'll buy it. Fine. I'll just buy it. Whatever. I don't
Well,
care.
they are. So we'll see what happens with that. But
That I do want to see what that's going to be like. That a new console though, and Sadly to say, I got the Series X, so I can imagine how powerful the next one going to be, honestly. So we'll see how that turns out.
Well, some of our last thoughts about each subject, and I'm pretty excited to see what comes out of this whole Xbox situation when they officially announce the titles that are actually going to be coming. I don't
Yeah.
know why they didn't, but I'll be excited for that. Be excited to keep my eye out for any more games that are coming from them to other platforms because it's going to happen.
Hmm.
Helldivers 2, definitely going to try that game out. Um, these updates for these other games we've been playing. I don't know about the games that you play, but Fortnite is ending next month. Hopefully, we can get the new season in. Skull and Bones, ain't much left to say about that. And I'm definitely excited about Deadpool coming out. Even though it's kind of far away, I don't know why they announced it this early, but hopefully we get some more news about that before it does come out. And I think that'll about do it for this podcast today. Thank you guys for listening and or watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for joining us. And with that, I am Jacob Caldwell, your host. You can find me on YouTube and Kick at Precursor Jake. Alonzo, plug your shit.
Yep, you can find me on Zo Gaming. It'll be now Zo Gaming TV starting today.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah, yes. Start Zo Gaming TV on Kick, TikTok, and Twitch. But yeah, it'll be Zo Gaming TV now because I just feel like KYT is just too much. So it's gonna be Zo Gaming TV from here on out. But yeah, that's where you can find me at.
All right. Well, you heard the man. His new tag is Zo Gaming TV on all social media platforms: YouTube, Kick, TikTok. So go follow the man, follow me, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.